Ani, Bojo, Kwekwe. It's Catherine from Moonstarlodge. And I was reminiscing this morning and thinking it's been 40 years since we started doing this work. And it's been many years of classes, weddings, funerals, the studio, teaching, in the community, going out to schools, doing healing work, being part of the professional shamanism global network. It's been something, but this is my love, doing the professional mediumship work, and my love of tarot obviously is part of that. So before you go today, please like this video if you did and share it with your friends. Welcome if this is your first time here seeing one of our videos. We're on Instagram twice a week and YouTube once a week with a weekly reading. So today I want to talk about this last week of August, which is August 22nd through to the 28th. On the 27th, we step into the next moon cycle. So currently, for the next 5-6 days, we're still in She Who Heals, the grandmother of the 8th moon cycle. But we are moving on the 27th, late that day, into Setting Sun Woman. So in a perfect year, that would be down here, but because the moon cycles don't fall on the same date every year, it's a little bit closer to where this number 10, representing the 10th moon cycle. So replace the 10 with the 9th, and that's about where we are, about 3 to 4 weeks before autumn equinox on the medicine wheel. Now let me share with you, and I should say, by the way, that it's August 27th at 4:17 a.m. So, sorry, it wasn't late in the day. It's 4:17 a.m. here in central Ontario. Wherever you are in the world, you'll have to check that. And that's when we go into this 9th moon cycle. Now, when we get to that day, and I want you to think about Setting Sun Woman and her perspectives while you are still dealing with the letting go in this 4th quarter of She Who Heals. All of those things you need to let go to make sure you are healed and prepared for the next season to come, and perhaps much longer than that. So Setting Sun Woman, to synopsize her, is the keeper of tomorrow's dreams and goals, the guardian of the needs of the next 7 generations, the mother of the proper use of our will, the will to live. She is the keeper of the will to survive, and willpower. She is the keeper of Mother Earth's resources and the guardian of preservation, because of course this is harvest time, so we need to prepare by preserving food. She teaches us how to preserve and use our resources without wanting or wasting for anything. How to prepare for tomorrow by planning today, making and meeting goals. How to show concern, dependability, and compassion through the ways that we live every day. How to properly use our wills, using our intents to provide for future generations. How to live the truth. My grandmother used to talk about this as making sure that we use our will in the way of right relationship to other people, that we don't use our will to steamroll over someone else's will and right to live their lives. We need to use our will within the framework of our own lifetimes. So she's preparing us She is a preparing spirit, let's put it that way, preparing us for movement into the near future, but also the next 7 generations. So protection of resources. So I decided today to use a gentle set of decks. 4 of them are by Ciolo Thompson, and one of them is by Colette Barron-Reed and the other by Yasmin Boland. So I'll get Brian to switch the camera. So I'm using the Crystal Spirits Oracle by Colette, and it's a very undervalued oracle. I like it very much. It's well thought out and well described. I'm also using the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards by Yasmin. They're very clear. That's the second Moonology deck that she produced, I believe, last year. These decks are all Ciolo Thompson's work. You can see the similarity in the boxes. So the Line Strider Tarot, the Hedge Witch Botanical Oracle, the Otherkin Tarot, and the Winter Seer Animal Oracle. I'm using the Otherkin Tarot. I pulled 2 cards to represent ancestors. So that's that one. The animal totems come from the Winter Seer. The botanicals, obviously, covered by this. And the Line Strider Tarot, which has been out for quite a few years. I think it was her first deck made public. I could be wrong on that, but that's the first one I had of hers quite a few years ago, and it's a lovely deck. I like it so much. I have a small copy, a mini copy to carry around when I need some gentleness. So here are the Line Strider Tarots, and what that means is striding or standing on the line, standing astride the line between this world and other worlds. So here are the 2 botanicals, the Hedge Witch botanicals. Here are the 2, what are these? The Otherkin Tarot. Sorry, this is not the Otherkin Tarot. This is the Winter Seer Animal Oracle. This is the Otherkin Tarot for the ancestors. This is Colette's Crystal Spirit card and the Moonology card. None of the cards came up in reverse order, and could easily have because I shuffled to incorporate that. So August 22nd to 28th. It starts with the 6 of Pentacles. And the 6 of Pentacles is about the balance of giving and receiving. It says or implies that we have enough to share with others and to know when to receive. Some people have difficulty receiving, and that's interesting. I have trouble that way. I have trouble asking for help, but I'm getting better at that. So we have the 6 of Pentacles, followed by the Page of Wands. So wands are fire. We're looking for, because we're not worried about our material life, we've got enough, we've got plenty, we're sharing, giving and receiving. We can look at new ventures for our impassioned spirit. And that can be a journey, that can be a new avocation, that can be a new vocation, a new marriage, a new place to live. It can be a number of things. Pages are usually fairly innocent and can be somewhat volatile and overstep their bounds at times. So I'm interpreting this card differently because of the King of Cups here. The Page of Wands in this instance implies to me that you're moving forward with passion, seeing a venture as if with new eyes, rather than from the place of doing something wacky and weird. You're coming at it with new eyes and with a sense of intention, and almost as if this is part of your Akashic karmic journey. Why? Because this King of Cups is here. He's got his intuition, his emotion under control. He's got, and I'm saying he because it's pictured as a he, but please know there really is no gender here. The implication here is you've got your crap together. So your intuition is on full bore, as well as you're in control of your emotions, so that you are stable here. You're bringing in information from your spirit as a download. The Three of Pentacles. Is a co-creative card, because it says that you are working with others to create something, and it's collective energy. So this journey has others. It starts with others. You can't have reciprocal relationships without others. You're moving toward a new spiritual journey. You're working with other people. And then you have the Knight of Wands. So we've had the Page of Wands, and now you're stepping up to focused energy, moving in a direction. There's bounty afoot, and I sense that this is an ancestral thing. It's close to the ancestor cards here. Not that position is necessarily correlated, because I've actually got more cards here than I do the tarot for the week. But the Knight of Wands has an integrity and a passion and a fuller focus around where your energies are going. And you notice that the Page of Wands is facing the future, not looking back. The King of Cups is looking directly at us. The birds are looking at each other. These are looking at each other because they're working collectively. But the Knight, the Page, the Knight, and the Empress are all looking toward the future. So there are plenty of resources for you to manifest whatever this journey entails. This passionate, spirit-driven endeavor that you're moving toward. And what's interesting is we started with a 6 and we're ending with a 6. This is the journeyman taking someone who needs to be moved into a new direction. It's a very balanced card. It's saying, okay, perhaps some of the rainbow glasses view of this new journey is settled into something very practical, and you actually do the practical thing of moving into this direction. This is all thought and preparation, and this is now saying, okay, I'm moving into this new direction. So what is the helping energy here? We have the plant medicines, the ghost pipe. It's Monotropa uniflora is the plant. And it says it's mystery. It's bringing mystery, something mysterious for you to work on as you endeavor through the mystery of what this new impassioned journey is. Fern, Ethereum Filix Femina is growth. So we've got growth and we've got mystery. Clearly there is growth. You're going from the Page of Wands to the Knight of Wands. You've got a major arcana card here, and you've got a powerful court card. The two animal totems. Snail, go slowly. And Stag, leadership. Snail's slow progress is less about speed. We think of slow, but more in this case, it's about thoroughness. Make sure you've got all your I's dotted and T's crossed. That's, the energy of this page is mediated and not corrected, but balanced strongly by the King of Cups energy. While this can be an external source of support, I don't picked that up in this reading. The Empress, I feel, is the archetype of the universe speaking to you. So this is external. So Snail says to go slow and be thorough. You're going to get there. Stag is about leadership. So you are showing the people that you're working with and giving to and receiving from, you're giving them information, support. They're seeing the journey that you're on with this venture this week, and you're actually showing them how to do things in the way of right relationship. So my grandmother would be happy with that. The Ten of Cups is the gathering of everything. You've got everything. It's a completion. It's physical stuff. You've got everything you need. Emotional, happy. So the happiness is continuing by sometimes taking baby steps, taking it from a place of leadership, and this stag is standing still. So the ancestors are telling us, so these are the two ancestor cards, that you've got the emotional support, everything is ready in the day-to-day. This is a court card. This is a day-to-day life card. So everything will stay sane for you as you make these changes. The star, our ancestors are always the star, and this is hawk. So it tells me that the ancestors are bringing you a higher vision and a clarity that will see you through this new journey. Now, these two cards are interesting. Amethyst and the full moon in Capricorn. The full moon in Capricorn is about worries. You need to stop worrying about any aspect of this endeavor because it's not going to serve you. And you may find that this full moon in Capricorn energy signals a bit of a stumble in a journey. So this is a be careful of kind of card. Amethyst is a different spirit here. Amethyst represents the crown chakra in the chakric systems. It's about connecting to source. But on the day-to-day, it's about making sure that we're thinking of the most elevated stuff. When our minds are overloaded, we can have the experience of falling into old habits. In this instance, Amethyst is asking us, when we go into that sort of withdrawal, narcolepsy, binging on Netflix kind of state, to make sure that we're not falling into old habits. Old habits would sabotage everything about this week, this incredible energy. Old habits, ways of looking at things. So you need to stop and assess, that's this. Stop and assess what serves you in your day-to-day habits. Sometimes making just one little change in the day-to-day way we do things or how we approach things is enough to be a catalyst for agency of change. Agency of change within us. So Amethyst is about reconnecting us with this spiritual essence that's coming through. It's very clear here, particularly with the card that it's beside. The clarity from the ancestors is necessary to make Amethyst work. So I would carry Amethyst this week in your medicine pouch. If you have a medicine pouch, I would put it on your person. And for night terrors and things where our dreams are causing us to fear what we're doing, put a big chunk of geode style cluster amethyst under the bed. That will stop night dreams from impacting and creating fear here. That's a biggie. Amethyst is a very potent stone. Roman times, they used it to alleviate the brain from post-alcohol excessive consumption and delirium tremens. It's always been thought of as a clarifying and connecting stone. So it sits in the crown chakra, as I mentioned, above the pituitary and pineal glands. So your sacred vision is cleared up and helps you to move out of the traps of old thinking. You can flip the cards, Brian. We had a lovely reading for this weekend. This is Sunday, and we're putting this up on Sunday for the week of the 22nd through the 28th. But this reading gives me hope for all of us because it is a collective reading, and hopefully it speaks to most of the people in this audience. It's a very clear journey moving forward, and I'm very excited to see what this week's what it brings, especially with the new moon of setting sun woman. So be well, be safe, know that you are loved. Aho.